Here is how you stitch the understitch into a garment. So this is my actual garment side. This is my facing with my inner facing attached to it. And I've attached them together around the neckline of this garment. Okay, and the next step is I need to understitch the seam. So just to help you understand, this is the seam and I pressed it towards the facing. The understitch is going to go right along this seam line with the seam allowance pressed towards the facing. That way, it's holding and stabilizing that seam allowance to the facing. I'm never going to see it on the outside of the garment. I will only ever see it on the inside of the garment, and it's meant to stabilize this neckline and keep this facing from rolling forward as I wear it. So let's go to the machine and I'll show you how to stitch it. Got this loaded into my machine. My needle is centered right now, and I'm going to sew a stitch 1/8 of an inch away from this seam line right here, the most outside seam line. And I know that 1/8 of an inch from the center for me is running it right along the edge of this side of my presser foot. So you'll start with a back stitch just like you normally would, and we're going to sew at a 1/8 inch seam right along that other seam line, and that's going to be your understitch. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have more questions, and like and follow for more sewing tips.